An early childhood education teacher has to take some components into consideration when they're teaching history in the classroom. One of the ways to teach history in the classroom is teaching about time, teaching that there's a past, a present, and a future. That today is the present. This is what we're living right now. The past is what's already been done, like you being born, or um, yesterday you went to the beach with your parents because it was sunny outside, and today we're in school because it's Monday. Those those type of things. You teach the future by the Valentine's Day party that's going to be on Friday, and marking it on the calendar, and the kids, can count down to when that time is. Children also learn time through a schedule. They may not know that at 10 o'clock they go outside, but they do know after story time, they can all tell you, after story we go outside, and if a teacher looks up, it's very close to that 10 o'clock mark. Some kids can know that at 10 o'clock, they know when the hand gets to 10, but they don't really have that concept of time yet. They just know that when they go outside, that big hand, little hand's on the 10, and the big hand's on 0. So time is very important. Teaching them, you can also teach if children are having a hard time in block center, you can recall what happened last week and how two other kids solved their problems over the truck in the block center. So that's recalling the history in the past to help solve the problem in the future or the present day. Another thing that needs to be taught is change. Some children do not like change at all. Some adults don't like change at all, for that matter. But I think if we're taught change is all right and nothing to be feared of when you're younger, it'll be easier for adults when they're older. In some ways that you can do this is by marking the schedule. If it's raining outside, maybe put a raindrop instead of outside, so the child knows when they come in that hey, there's going to be something a little bit different today. But it's nothing to be feared of. It's planned for. It's known. Um, Continuity of human life. Children need to know that human life it's continuous and every day builds up on one on another. And children also need to learn about the past. And by this I mean they need to know stuff about the past. I mean, as they get older, they learn more and more about the past. But children should hear stories about when they were born and what they did when they were little, and they can do a story when they begin of their favorite shows in the beginning of the year, and then at the end of the year, you can talk about those same favorite shows, and they're probably not the same unless it's Frozen. But they're probably not the same because they change so much when they're young, and their likes change with them. So they need to know about their past. One of the things that was brought in to my class one time was a Polaroid camera. And everyone was looking at like, what's that? And there was just 3 of pictures left in the film. And one little boy pushed a button, pushed the button, and this picture was taken. And the kids watched it develop. And I talked to them about this is how we used to take pictures and how we loved this camera. And the kids were just amazed. And their dictation, I did a whole dictation about it. One said the magic box spit out a picture. Another one said magically the the picture arrived on the paper. So they had never known that, but they always thought the cameras were on phones. There's some kids that don't even understand that a camera used to be a whole nother mechanism besides off your phone, because so many parents just have phone cameras now. So children need to learn the past, and it's easy to do. You can read books, you can relate stuff when you're reading. That I remember when I was young and how different it was. There's different ways to incorporate it into the classroom. But I think if you incorporate it with stories and books and just referring to the children's past and, helping them learn from like a mistake maybe they did the day before when they just yanked that toy out of someone's hand and said, oh, what happened yesterday? What should we do? And what did we talk about? It's teaching them history in a way that they'll understand it and they'll understand the build on it and that there's more than just their history as they get older. Thank you.